Hello, welcome to this video that may or may not be on a Friday, depending on when I can get this out, because I will be trying to get this out urgently, because this is urgent news. Today, I was on the Funnel website, just kind of lurking, and I saw that they added a bunch of new stuff. So, let's talk about it. I don't know when Funnel actually uploaded these to the site or how recently, what day they did it, but today is November 18th of 2024. So if any information in this video seems outdated to you when you're watching this video way in the future, then that's why, because I'm recording this sitting down with this microphone in front of this green screen on November 18th of 2024. In this video, I'll mainly talk about masks more than anything. I know Funnel has a bunch of stuff related to Ghostface, you know, like all the collectibles, like the Halloween accessories and all these other little trinkets and doodads that they have on the website. But today, I'm going to be focusing mainly just on the masks. And I do say for the most part, because I am going to go over some costumes in this video, but mainly for the reason that they have cool masks and they have a picture or some sort of concept that I can see. There will be a lot of things that I won't be including in this video because I don't want this to be like super duper long. So if you want to see anything that I may have missed or skipped in this video, then go over to funworld.net and check it out for yourself. And without further ado, let's start with the LED face switch mask. What's included? It includes 25 face designs, 18 static faces, and 7 moving faces. Change design by swiping hand across face. Rechargeable battery includes USB-C cable, includes ghost face design. Okay, so that's interesting. So initially when I read the whole face switch thing, I thought it would be one of those like trick illusion things when like, you know, you move it back and forth like that and you kind of get like the different faces and you scratch it and it goes like those. I thought that was gonna be what this mask is, but apparently it includes like technology and shit, like you recharge it with a USB-C cable, so that's gonna be very, very interesting. Also, I presume the static faces are just like you turn it on and then like it just shows up, like that mask that like Sid Wilson wore semi recently, where it's like LED just like displays it. Maybe that's what this is. There is no product picture, so we don't know right now. But that's my guess, is that it has something to do with LEDs and like it displays it on the mask. Also, I think the difference between a static and a moving face is that maybe the moving faces have like some sort of animation, like you turn it on and like the faces like move. Well, moving face, duh. No shit, Sherlock. But that's my guess as to what these are. Is that the static is kind of like a picture that just kind of like appears and it goes like, oh, it's this one, then this one. And then the moving face is like some sort of design or GIF or some shit. So either way, that's pretty cool. And it also does say includes ghost face design. So maybe some of these like have other things on them, like, you know, maybe some skull or ghoul or goblin or whatever. But maybe it's that Ghostface is just one of the different pictures that come included with these masks. Next is the Pearl Ghostface mask. Just when you couldn't get enough of all those bling style masks for the girlies, here we have a pearl one. It has an individual faux pearl accent, lurex sparkle hood, and a mask header. Again, we don't have a product picture on this, but from what I can probably assume, it'll be very similar to the bling style masks, but instead of maybe like bling, it just has like a bunch of like fake pearls. That's my best guess as to what this thing could possibly be without the product photo right now. But given the Lurex sparkle hood, like we've been seeing on a lot of the bling style masks, this is just going to be another bling style mask. So pearls, those are pretty cool. So I look forward to seeing what this thing actually looks like. I'm hoping they actually use the good like hard plastic sculpt, the one that looks like this, rather than that really stupid one that looks like this that I fucking hate. I'm hoping to use this. So, and if it does, and they do use this one, then that might be something cool. I don't know, seems kind of cool. Looking forward to what that'll possibly look like. Next, this is actually really, really fucking cool. This is another costume called the Two-Tone Chrome Ghostface. It comes with mask, hooded dress, and gloves. Ironically, there are no gloves being worn in the product picture, which is pretty funny, but yeah, I don't know why they included the whole gloves thing if she's not wearing gloves. So that might be a typo or an error or something, so who knows. The main part of this costume that I really, really want to focus on is that mask. That mask is actually fucking insane. This is the very first kind of like two-tone, literally, Ghostface chrome mask that we've seen, and it looks like a combination of blue and purple. I would really, really love to see that live and to see how they split each side and how like they blend into each other, because that's a really, really cool concept that I want to see on a full shrouded mask. That's fucking cool as shit. So I really, really like that. Next, we have the Ghostface Jester Bling Mask. It includes individual rhinestones, Lorax Sparkle Hood. So this is another bling mask, yet another one to add to the bling universe from Fun World, because they've introduced it once and now they've opened the gates of Valhalla. And now we're not getting enough of these fucking things. Thank you. I'm really excited to see what this bling pattern would look like. Given the fact that it does say Jester, it's probably going to have something to do with like the cool lines up the eyes and probably maybe a white style of sparkle. I mean, Ghostface is already a white guy, kind of, literally, sometimes. But his design is a white, mask, so I imagine they're probably going to add some like white stones and have maybe some sort of like red or black kind of going up and down the eyes, like that signature Jester style. But we don't have any product photos for this yet, so we can only speculate. Next is the Ghostface Spiked Mask. Again, no product photo for this one either, and that's okay. But in our heads, we can imagine what this could possibly look like based off that title. And to me, when I hear spiked, there's either two directions they could really give with this. The first style, which is probably the more realistic option, would be that the spikes are more of like a bling style where they're just all over the mask, kind of like a bling. But instead of it being like little like, hexagonal rhinestones, they're little like spikes everywhere, which would look cool, I guess. Probably be really expensive as shit, but I hope it's option 2. In option 2, maybe we're gonna get some like really cool like punk rock version of him that has maybe a little bit more sparse and bigger of the spikes, and maybe kind of look like a metal or punk rock like battle jacket. I think something like that would be actually really, really cool. But more likely, more than anything, it's gonna be just another fucking bling mask like all the other ones. So it's still cool, I guess. I don't know, we'll have to see how this looks. And if my voice all of a sudden sounds funny now, I have a cough drop, so if that's what you're hearing, that's what you're hearing. All right, next we have the Crimson Deluxe Ghostface Adult Costume. It comes with hooded robe, gloves, and mask. We don't have a product photo for this yet, but I do bring this up because whatever this will look like, it's gonna be fucking cool. Especially if you named your costume Crimson Deluxe. Like, I'm getting like Misfits Fiend, like the Crimson Ghost kind of a thing. Like, to me, I'm hoping this is kind of like the 25th anniversary costumes where, we had the more accurate hood shape and the more accurate tassels and just the more accurate everything. But this hopefully would be like, like a Crimson Ghost, Crimson Ghoul kind of a thing, like from the Misfits. I think that would look really fucking cool. And especially if we got kind of like a more like we got a mask that like fit that really well. Like the shroud was crimson, like a crimson red velvet kind of a thing. Like, I think that'd be really fucking cool. So I'm excited to whatever the heck this will look like. All right, next is the Ghostface Oil Slick Disco Mask. We actually do have a product photo for this. When I first originally researched this, they did not have the product photo, but I just refreshed the page right now and they do. So let's take a look. So it has sparkling individual mirrors, individual, again, sorry with the cough drop, sparkling individual mirrors, and a Lorax sparkle hood. So this is very similar to the already pre-existing disco mask that we got earlier this year in construction, and with the Lorax sparkle hood, very in line and in vogue with all the other bling style masks. While technically this isn't a bling style mask, it's a bling style mask in my opinion. The main interesting thing about this mask is that oil slick concept. The oil slick, if I'm not mistaken, was an idea that Funneled had like quite a while back, and they tried to make it into production, but they never really, figured out how to make it, cost effective, and the cost basically would be too high, so they decided to scrap the idea altogether. But it is kind of weird that they're using that concept for a disco mask rather than, like a chrome style mask that they probably had originally thought of, like those plastic chrome style masks, and just making that have the oil slick. It is kind of weird how they're adding this on a disco mask, and the picture doesn't really do a great job of showing the oil slick. But if you look like really closely on some parts of his mouth, you can kind of see that rainbowy, translucent, like oil slick, thing that they're going for. So This will be very interesting to see live. I would love to see one of these in person eventually. I don't know how if these will make it up in, you know, Spirit or anything, or in, like Party City or any of like the big box retail Halloween stores, but I would still love to see this mask in person, because this picture, you know, there's only so much you can get across with a picture. I get it, but you know, I still love to see this live because this mask has potential. All right, next we have the Ghostface hockey mask, hockey style elastic. It says it's what's included. Again, no product photo on this yet. This is probably the closest thing that we will get to an official Ghostface x Jason Voorhees kind of mask. And I'm pretty sure the hockey mask, whatever this will look like, it will probably look like the pre-existing Fun World hockey mask that they already do produce, would be my guess, because, you know, they already do produce a hockey mask of some sort that, you know, like that cheap, not really good plasticky you find at a fucking Walgreens kind of hockey mask. That's probably the similar-ish style that they would go for with this, would be my assumption. But hey, this mask would be still really cool by itself to see, kind of like Ghostface with the little holes. And it says it has hockey style elastic. I don't know what that means. Maybe it means like a really thick like elastic strap that kind of goes all around, or maybe one that kind of goes like this around the head, like Jason. That actually would be really fucking cool. And might have the little clippy things, like the little things, the setters, the buttons. I forget what they're called, but I'll insert picture here so you guys can make fun of me in the comments. I'm kidding. Don't do that. That's mean. And I know you're not going to do that because you're nice, and I believe in you. That's right, I believe in you. You're welcome. Anyways, yeah, so this mask is going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to this and can't wait to add this one to the collection, no matter what it looks like. And this will be a really good one, I think, for modding too. Like, since they already did probably a lot of the hard work for you, making the holes, like adding the straps, that all you'd really have to do is just add the little chevrons, and boom, there you go. You have Jason X Ghostface. So good job, Fun World. Good job, Fun World. All right, this one's pretty cool. This one is the Ghostface aged devil face mask. That's fucking cool. Although we don't have a picture on this, we do, however, already have a picture for the aged devil face adult costume. And might I say, that in mask form, that's gonna be fucking badass. Like, this is a badass mask. From what I can tell, the picture isn't that good, but the mask does look like it has a lot of detail. And I think that's a new sculpt. His forehead is looking a little bit bigger, so and the horns look different too. So I'm pretty sure this might be like a new sculpt on the whole devil face thing altogether. Because I'm pretty sure the regular devil face that we've had this whole time is just the hard plastic mask design, but they just, you know, glued or whatever they did, and they just added horns to that, called it a day. But to me, the horns look different, and I think they may have sculpted like an age texture. It might just be the paint job, the way they painted it, you know, like adding some sponging or whatever, and some dry brushing. But I think that's a new sculpt, and this seriously looks really fucking cool. So whenever this comes out in mask form, I will be picking this up because that's fucking cool. All right, my Mexican homies, my fellow Mexicans out there, prepare yourselves for this, because now we have the official Ghostface Day of the Dead mask. Wow, that's pretty fucking cool. Never would have thought that I would ever see a Ghostface mask in the style of a sugar skull. So here we go though. It has 3-color assortment, vibrant Day of the Dead designs. One in yellow, white, and turquoise. So not only do we have the Day of the Dead mask, but now we have 3 Day of the Dead masks for you to go and spend all of your hard-earned money on. So prepare your wallets, folks, because I think you should get all 3 of these. I think they are actually really cool as a set. I like the design, you know, like the little like spider web feature, and they look like a sugar skull. I mean, granted, they don't have that much real estate on a Ghostface mask to paint on. You know, because there's only so much, because, you know, his mouth and eyes really do take up a lot of space. But I really like the way like they managed to, you know, add like the little like the little pretend teeth, and they added the accents around the eyes. I think this is really, really cool. This will probably be like $12. So obtaining all 3 of these, hopefully, won't be that challenging, and hopefully they don't make these like 20 plus or some silly shit like that. But I can't wait to see these in pictures at like, you know, Day of the Dead parades and stuff like that, and festivals. Yeah, this one's actually pretty cool. Good job, Fun World. All right, prepare yourselves for this one. This is the Ghostface Easter Bunny mask. We do have a picture of this guy. He has attached hood with ears and a bow tie. First, it was the Santa Claus Ghostface, which admittedly, you know, was a good idea. It had, you know, it's something that people wanted, kind of like seeing Terrifier with, you know, Art the Clown being Santa Claus, you know, seeing Ghostface as Santa Claus kind of just makes sense. You know, I'm sure there's plenty of fan art out there prior to that mask existing of Ghostface being Santa Claus. It's a good idea. Who wanted to see Ghostface as the Easter Bunny? Easter is a largely celebrated holiday by the Christian and, you know, non-Christian crowd, because the Easter Bunny has nothing to do with the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Yeah, this mask really is something. I imagine this will probably, again, be in that $30 range like the Santa Ghostface, just because of how elaborate this is with the bow tie and the ears and just like the full plush shrouded hood kind of a thing. It's baffling to me. He's got a bow tie on, which cute little bow tie, and he has whiskers. They took the time to actually add whiskers, so that's something. And this is kind of freaky, but they painted his nose yellow, which it makes sense because, you know, he's supposed to be like the Easter Bunny, you know, like his nose is a different color because that's what, you know, rabbits supposedly look like. But looking at him from afar, it's kind of silly just to see his eyes and mouth. It looks kind of uncanny. I'm used to seeing his nose, and his nose is yellow. Overall, this is a really cute, adorable mask. I don't know what the fuck you'd wear this with. I don't know if they're going to come out with a full costume. I didn't see anything that had a full costume. Maybe like you could already get a pre-existing like Easter Bunny costume, and that would work well with this. That's kind of like my assumption as to how the Santa Claus Ghostface mask would work. You know, it's because you can just get like any generic Santa Claus outfit and then just put the mask on while you're Ghostface Santa Claus. So that would be my assumption with this mask. You could just get any, you know, Easter Bunny costume that matches the fur color, and then you're on your merry way. So that's something. But for as silly as this is, I am glad this exists, and I'm looking forward to seeing this in person and showing this to all my friends and family, and then they'll laugh at me and say, wow, that's about the damn silliest thing I have ever seen. And I would agree with them. If it weren't for the fact that we also have a Ghostface St. Patrick's Day mask. Currently no picture on this guy, but we can kind of guess the direction that Fun World might be going with this. Meaning that, so they could either make him look like a leprechaun, right? Maybe make him have orange hair and make him wear like the little hat with the belt buckle. That could be an idea. Or they could maybe make it like the Day of the Dead mask, where it's like a hard plastic mask, but it has kind of like St. Patrick's Day inspired designs on it, you know, with it being green, maybe having some clovers. I don't think they'll go in that direction. I think St. Patrick's Day is too like mainstream of a holiday, like these other ones that we discussed, Day of the Dead, Easter, and Christmas. I'm pretty sure they're probably just going to make him look like a leprechaun, which I think would be pretty damn funny. But I'm looking forward to whatever this looks like, and however artistically Fun World decides to pull off a St. Patrick's Day mask. My assumption with this probably would be $30 as well, you know, maybe in the box. I don't think, actually the Easter one might come in the box too, like the Santa Ghostface mask. I don't know for now. I would love to see these in person. So there we go. You ever wanted to get so wasted on beer on St. Patty's Day and getting pinched because you didn't wear green? Well, now you can skip the pinching part and just get straight to getting drunk, but you could do that in a Ghostface St. Patrick's Day mask. Have you ever wanted to collect your own vomit in the chin? Voila, here's a product for you. Okay, I'm gonna move up to the camera for this because this next one is a bit more serious. This was the catalyst as to why I decided to even do an unscripted video, a reaction unscripted video in front of the green screen, is because of this mask. This is so crazy. When I saw this, I was out with my friends and I saw this and I couldn't fucking believe myself. But obviously, you know, I tried to explain my excitement, but, you know, there's only so much you could do. So here I am saying it to strangers on the internet. So I'm hoping, I know you will, if you clicked on this video, you will get the excitement behind this. And I hope they're not fucking with us, because if they are, I'm going to Fight Club. I'm going to commit a Fight Club. I'm kidding. That was a joke, YouTube. That was a complete joke, and that was just a movie reference. That's all that was. But that's how important this is. And I'm pretty sure they're going to go through with this because they added it to the website already. So that's going to be really, really crazy. So without further ado, drum roll, like right now. Are you hearing the drum roll? Okay, because, ladies and gentlemen, we fucking did it. We're so fucking bad. We are so fucking bad because the Scarecrow Ghostface mask is back. You fucking heard that correctly. You fucking heard that. Yeah, get crazy. Get stupid. It's on the fucking website again. Scarecrow Ghostface is back. Yeah! No, but seriously, this is a crazy deal. This is a fucking crazy. This mask has not been in production for a long fucking time. Like, I was a mere child when this shit came out. Like, Scream 4, what? These came out in like 2011 or some shit? 7. I was 7 fucking years old when these came out and stopped being produced. And now I'm a grown fucking man. Like, that's just how much time has passed between the old ones and this one. Oh my god, that's so cool. Okay, let's read. Okay, gather yourself. Focus. Gather yourself. Let's read. Ghostface Scarecrow mask includes a canvas style mask. I don't know what that means per se. I don't know if they're gonna cheap out and not go with burlap because it does say canvas style. So that could mean a million and one things. It doesn't help that they used the product photo from 2011 for this, back when they had the original version that had the burlap glued to the face and consisting of all around the shroud. And for those who don't know, there are actually multiple versions of the Scarecrow Ghostface mask, including this one where they had the burlap shroud with the burlap glued onto the mask. They had another version which had the burlap shroud with the plastic kind of like sculpted already into it, like the burlap style texture sculpted into the plastic. That was one they came out with. And then they actually ended up coming out with a pretend burlap printed onto the hood. Those ones are slightly more rarer. There wasn't too many of them. So they kind of like got a little lazy as the years went along when it came to these masks. So I'm really curious of how Funworld is going to go about reproducing these and what a canvas style mask is. Maybe they're trying to make like a duck canvas or, you know, kind of something like that and just make it pretend to be burlap, because that technically would be less fragile and less sheddy and less, you know, prone to just falling apart than something like burlap. Maybe that might be what they're trying to get at. But either way, I do hope it is more like this OG style with the burlap glued to the face with the burlap hood. I'm pretty sure that's the version that we would all want to see come back and not those other ones. Again, nothing really wrong with those other ones, but it's just hard to beat perfection. It's hard to beat peak, okay? And this mask is peak. But yeah, it is going to be interesting to see how Funworld does bring these back and what price point they are going to price these masks at. Maybe the canvas style, again, just to keep speculating, maybe that does again mean that they're going to use like a canvas style material and just kind of like make it look and pretend to be burlap. Maybe that's better to save money for them and to save money for us. Maybe make these masks more obtainable and affordable and just kind of, you know, still sell the idea of a Scarecrow. But honestly, who knows? But I do hope that whatever these do look like in real life, it is like these original masks that we all love, with the burlap glued to the face and the burlap shroud around the hood. And I will be picking one of these up whenever they do, you know, come to Crypt Keepers or any website anywhere that will end up stocking these for a reasonable price and not just something to gouge my wallet, because holy shit, sometimes these independent Halloween websites really do try to fucking milk you. But fuck you, I'm a smart shopper. I know how to look around. Thank you very much. But also we have a Scarecrow Ghostface costume returning. No product photo on this, which is kind of odd. It just comes with a hooded robe and mask. It is kind of weird that there is no product picture, because this could either mean one of two things. One, they're lazy and they just didn't bother adding it, because they did recycle the product photo from 2011 onto this guy on the mask. They didn't add it here, which again could either mean they're lazy or that they're taking new pictures of possibly a new design for the Ghostface Scarecrow costume. Which, if they're making a new costume, I think that's interesting yet scary, because they could fuck it up. but at the same time, maybe they could make it better. Like maybe there's a way for them to make it more Scarecrow-y, maybe, I don't know, like coveralls and flannel and maybe like straw coming out his hands, or who knows. I honestly have no idea. It's kind of weird that they didn't add a product photo for this, probably because it is something that might be new, that they are, you know, still working on and getting product pictures for. So however this turns out, I'm happy that we at least got the mask back. So that's a win. A win is a win. You know what I'm saying? A win is a win. But yeah, having the mask back is big, fantastic news. And when I saw this, I was like, I gasped. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? This is crazy. They've heard our prayers. Funworld has heard the prayers of millions, I don't know about millions, but at least hundreds and thousands of nerds who spend their time and money on ghost face masks. They've heard us. They've heard us, guys. We've done it. So because of this, I do hope you go pick one up, because the only way that they can really hear that we support what they do is if you actually go and bother to spend your money on their masks. And that's probably why they keep pumping out so many bling masks, is because people pay for them. Like a lot of, you know, girls or whomever, they decide who decides to pick one up. They're picking them up, essentially. So when these come out, buy like 4 of them. I'm kidding. Don't do that. But at least pick 1 or 2 up for yourself. But try to leave some for others. So, but nevertheless, I'm really looking forward to these masks, and I'm really excited for whatever these might possibly look like. A new updated 2024/2025 style of Scarecrow ghost face mask. But yeah, that's it. That's all there is to this video. I'm sorry if my ideas in this video again seemed a little eclectic and hectic, like my weirdly successful new EU video. I'm not too proud of that video, mainly just because of how unscripted it was and how novice it was. I wasn't really comfortable really talking in front of a screen or anything, so but I'm glad you guys liked it, and I'm glad to see the support of that video. So thank you so much for watching. I promise there will be better content, more confident content throughout the years. So if you want to stick with me and see my progression as an epic YouTuber, one day we'll afford Lamborghinis on this channel. I'm kidding. I'd be happy if I could afford a Honda Civic. But if you want to see the progress of me on this channel or any other Ghostface / Halloween mask related content, then go ahead and please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment on this video. It would mean a lot. So until the next scripted video, which, you know, those tend to have better editing than whatever is happening here, because I'm trying to get this out as fast as humanly possible. So until then, I hope you please take care of yourselves, stay safe. I love each and every single one of you out there, and adios.